Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to modify your computer power supply to make it run your car amp in your house. Basically, the first thing we need to do is match up the right amperage of our power supply and our amp. Mine's 30 amps at 12 volts and my car amplifier needs 25 amps. So if you get it just a bit bigger, it'll run a lot better because it puts less strain on it. And if it's too small, it'll overwork it and it'll probably fry it. So the next thing we need to do is grab the big 24 pin one. And if you have it with that little clip up there facing you, you need to short out the third and fourth one from the top. So those ones are right there with a little bit of wire. So I'll just do that now, put the camera down. Basically what that does is trips the power supply unit to thinking you've just turned the computer on. So now I'll just plug the cord in and flick it on and show you it works. Alright, see the fan's not moving. Turns on there. Turn it off, unplug it, just for safety precautions so you don't get zapped or whatever. Alright, now what you need to do is put the big one off to the side, just so it doesn't get in your way. And then grab all of these and separate them, just like that. So it's a lot easier to work with, as you can see. And then what we need to do is grab it. All these yellow wires, they are all 12 volt, and the black one there, they are all the ground wires. So now what you need to do is see the first Molex connector that runs off there. You can either cut it right there, or you can cut the next one and leave that one on, except it kind of looks scrappy. So I'm going to cut all mine like that. Basically, I've already done mine, just an example. Do that, and then you wire strip all those. The yellow ones go to the 12 volt power bit on your amp. The black goes to the ground. Alright, so now I'm just going to go and cut all of them, and I'll get back and show you what to do next. Okay, so I cut all of those ones off, as you can see, and now we are just left with all our separating wires and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, all the yellow ones that come from it are 12 volt, all the black ones are ground. With these red wires right there, or the orange wire, as you can see there, you can either cut them right back to there or leave them, or cut them inside and just tape them up so they don't short out, just so it looks cleaner. Alright, so now next thing you want to do is strip all the yellow and black wires, and then you can either just put them into your amp, or you can put them onto some spade clips or terminal clips or whatever you want, and then you put them on your amp. So I'm going to strip all them. Okay, so now I've stripped all of those. I'm going to go along and remove all the cable ties, and then I'm going to cable tie all the yellows and all the blacks together, just so it's a lot neater and it's just easier to work with. Another cool little thing you can do is, if you take the top off and you come to this little grommet, as you can see, all the wires, they're not perfectly aligned with each other. You can pull them back through here and line them all up so they sit neater. Okay, so now, as you can see, cable tied the yellows, the blacks together, and I pulled the reds and the oranges that were with these back through here, and I'll probably end up trimming them about there, taping the ends together, and then just sitting them in there somewhere. I might just cut them right back. But yeah, and as you can see there, I pulled them all through and realigned them so it's all sitting nice and neat. And as you can see here, some of the cords are longer, so you can either just trim them back to here or just do whatever you want. The whole idea of having more yellow ones is because if you've just got one, it'll generate too much heat. And yeah, so the more there is, the better. So now I'll just trim them all back, and then I'll hook them up to my amp and have a test. So as you can see, it's all hooked up. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is you need to short out the remote right there with a cord to the 12 volt. That pretty much tricks the amp into thinking the car turned on. So now, let's flip the switch on this, watch the fan come on, and then you'll see the light over here. And if I can reach the button, I'll turn it off and you'll see it go off. So now I'll hook it up to my sub and my speakers, and I'll just do a quick demo to show it all works.